What's up, people? Perry here with another episode of the Stud Tech, and we are here, of course, on the Stud Tech server. Been doing some work behind the scenes stuff, a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and this episode we are actually going to go ahead and do a server tour for a couple of reasons. One is that I have been working hard on a bunch of stuff that really does not need camera work or anything of that nature to be filmed for you guys, because it's a lot of boring stuff and I don't need to document that stuff for you guys. And also, we do have a lot of new members on this server since the last time I did a tour, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to kind of take a look at some of their work and what they've been up to. So to get things started off, we'll start off with my house. Look how beautiful it is. Actually, I've made some changes to it, and I'll talk about that in just a second. But right here, we have a free art sample. Got some mail here to take a look at. And I believe it was by Ector Vink. He has an art store, and so it says here, "Hello, potential customer. As you may be aware, there is a new shop in town, Art." I guess that's the name of the shop, Art. "Opening soon. We sell a variety of work, but our specialty is custom tailor-made paintings. We have enclosed a free sample of our work so you may experience the quality for yourself. We hope you think of us next time for your painting needs. All the best, Art." Wow, pretty cool. And so he gave us a little bit of sample here. Nice little map. Nice little Stud Tech logo. Love that Stud Tech logo. Stud Tech logo, excuse me. But yeah, we will check that out. I believe his store is located at the New Spawn Village, and we'll definitely be taking a look at that area because there's been a bunch of developments in that area. But since I last left you, we did a remodel of this area, and I've since done another remodel. One of the things that I did to change this area was this kitchen. It used to be over here, and after that episode I took a step out and I looked from here and I saw the kitchen and all of its back gloriness. There's a lot of junk here. You can see the back of the fridge, back of a counter, back of the, I think it was a stove that was there, and of course there's this chimney that went all the way up, and that's not really the look that I'm looking for when it comes to this facade. I want nice clean lines, a nice clean look, so I moved it. So now you can see that the dining room is in this position, and that's a much better look for us. I think that this one will work out quite well for the layout. And I moved the kitchen over here because this side of the wall is not really important in terms of focal point for what we want to do for the look of the house. So a lot of this stuff has been put out of the way. And plus there's more of an area for us to just put some stuff on the back because there's no windows or anything like that. So we're free to put whatever we want on this wall. There is some windows here, but it's not really that important. I mean, from that side, I don't think there's any problems there with the sight lines or anything like that. Yeah, it's pretty much harmless. However, this thing I would like to change because of I think the fireplace, it looks good on the inside there, but I needed the room. In order to fit everything in, just to give a little bit more space to everything. But unfortunately, it sticks out the back of the house. But it's not so bad because, again, it's not a focal point that I'm going to be worried about. The other thing that I did was I added in some red carpet. Added in some extra color. That was a tip given to me by the Chaos Shaman. He's always got good tips for me. He wanted me to put in this red carpet because it looks a little drab with all the grays and the woods and the whites. A little bit of color will help this entire area pop just nicely. And I'm going to look for other places to add in some more red and maybe some more other colors. More other, is that correct? Probably not, but we'll look for other places to add in color here and there. It just gives the area a little bit more of a pop, like I was saying just earlier. And the fire is still going and the place is still here, so that's a good sign. So I was correct about the micro blocks not burning down. And what else have I done? I've also spruced up this bottom area. There's a piano here just because I couldn't really think of anything else to put there at the moment. And I've addressed the couch issue. Nice little couch to watch our TV. Take a look. Yeah, this would be the spot that I would sit in if I was going to be watching TV. Right here. Right here. Perfect. All right. And I don't think I've done anything else. No, I just added a little cow plushie right there. Hey, buddy. In the corner. The bed's looking great. In here, we're going to probably do some sort of bathroom and then the closet. But we'll have to save that for another episode because I do have a bunch of other projects that I want to get going on. And we're going to show you that by the end of this episode, of course. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go off and go and take a server tour of the place. And I think I'm gonna cut away for a bit, and I'll see what everybody's up to, what they've put out, so that I'm not stepping on anybody's toes in terms of what they're putting out in terms of content. And when I join back with you, we'll be at somebody else's build. All right, so our first stop on the tour is Berlin River's build, and can you tell what he's trying to recreate here? Can you see? Think about it. Smoke bombs, flashbangs. Any of that ringing a bell? He's recreating the Dust 2 map in Counter-Strike. It's going to be a pretty epic map. I'm looking forward to playing on this, especially with the gun mods on the Stud Tech server. And he's been very meticulous in the way he's gone about building this, right down to the fact that he wanted me one day to see if you could see the person's head at a certain point on this ramp. So he's looking like he's gonna try and recreate it as accurately as possible, but I wanted to take a look at all the different details that have been going into this build. I mean, he's gone ahead and done the Chisels mod, and you've heard me talk about the Chisels mod, how great it is, but also the fact that it is really hard to build anything because there's lots of little blocks that you gotta put everywhere, and then trying to carve and chisel all of that stuff. But look at this, look at how he's kind of carved, or not carved, but he's built himself a nice window frame out of it. And then these awnings must have taken a long time. My hat's off to you, Berlin. Look at that, such great detail. And then these things, using these technical blocks, I believe that they look like air conditioners. Pretty cool. And then he's enlisted the help of Brink to make the bomb locations, make them actually work. So like I said, I'm really looking forward to playing on this map whenever it's done. Right now he's done about a quarter of it, and it's taken him about a month to get to this point. So a lot of work ahead for him, but I'm sure that when he gets it done, we will be playing on this. We'll have another server event where we all play on the Dust 2 map. And so yeah, that's pretty much all that he's got done so far, but there's lots of little details here and there that you need to kind of figure out. So that's probably why it's taking him so long, but he's been working very hard, very diligently on it. So why don't we go off to next person's place. And our next stop on the tour is a tour of Brink's place. Now, he's not a builder. From what I've seen on his channel, he's more of a technical guy. He does do some building, actually, now that I think of it, but the stuff that I've seen on his channel in regards to the server is that he's been doing a lot of technical stuff, really cool things, and I've learned a lot. I was just watching some of his videos just now. I actually kind of discovered his channel because he kind of told me about one of the things that he was doing on it, and I was really impressed by the fact that he did a lot of technical stuff, and I'm really envious of that, and I'm hoping to do a lot of those things in upcoming builds and putting decorative and really designy things around them. Actually, that's really the goal of myself being on this server, is to take technical stuff and make it look nice. And we're going to be doing that. But this is Brink's build. He's doing a modern type feel here. And the real key about modern is you gotta have the sight lines right. You gotta have the lines correctly and the way that they're going, and this is looking pretty good. You can see nice sharp lines wherever you go. Even the glass got that perpendicular and vertical going on there. He hasn't really done much on the inside, and I don't want to show off too much. And I believe in his last video he was working on the carport, which has these really cool lights up here. And next up on the tour is Good Times with Scar. Now, he's an original server member, but I had to go and take a look at this epic build. His epic fort. There's some cannons up there. Can you see that? Pretty cool. But this door looks amazing. The amount of detail that has been able to put into this with the micro blocks, I don't think I would be able to imagine such a door. But look how pretty cool it is. It's pretty cool, yes. I keep on saying pretty cool, but I am just in awe of how the detail that this guy puts into his builds is amazing. So he's on the mend right now. He had to go in for some major surgery. Well, I don't know if it's major surgery or not, but it definitely is going to take him a while to recover, and I'm looking forward to him getting back up to normal. Yeah, that guy's an inspiration to me for sure. And there's that free art sample that I got from Ector. And take a look at the way he's kind of had all these things. All these things he's shown on this channel, but we just have to take a look at that. The way that this chair looks, I mean, pretty cool. Especially with the little rivets on the side there, make it looks like there's like nails in the chair. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. And over here, oh, Sacred Oak Seat, Biblio Woods. That's an idea for me to maybe put that into my builds in the future. And so yeah, so he's got lots of details here. Look at this, an armor stand. Wow. Well, that's already in Minecraft actually. But yeah, pretty cool builds here. Next up on the list is Ye Olde Mama's Place. She's got a pretty epic build going on here. I think that I've seen some of her work on, I think it was Planet Minecraft, and yeah, she's got some pretty epic builds. She's done some builds for some servers before, and this just really showcased what she's able to do. And you can see the symmetry of it. Even though there's like a lot going on, it's symmetrical, which makes it much easier for the brain to digest, and that's really key when it comes to making things look good. The use of the wood, I mean, look at that. This is a lighter wood than this one, I believe, or it might be the shading, or it might be the shader pack actually, the way that the shades work with the, yeah, this is just like a plain old wood plank, and then this is done with micro blocks. And microblocks, sometimes they have a little weird shade element to it, but the colors work out really quite well. And on the inside here, I really like this style of wood. And you get this by using the Chisel mod. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And then the use of it with the rest of the build, I mean, you got the two-tone wood look. Pretty cool. So this is her space, and I think if we fly up, just quickly go up here, there's one other thing that I wanted to show you. That's right over here, an epic bouncy castle. I'm saying epic a lot, but I am just so impressed by this. Woohoo! Pretty cool. I wonder how high you can jump on this. Whoa! We have a playmate. A playmate. Jump with me. Okay. Enough fun for today. Oh, look, and the items bounce too. That's cool. So a little bouncy castle that she's made here. I think that was pretty creative and pretty inventive for herself. But on to the next person's build. Alright, and the next stop on our tour is Schnicks NZ. He made this in a day. And I was quite shocked that he was able to make this in a day. This is the end portal. This is the thing that I held off from showing you guys because I really wanted you guys to check out his video on it. And I am just amazed at the fact that he's been able to put this together in the amount of time that he had to. Take a look at the use of symmetry right here. Look at that. And the Enderman face in here. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Berlin's jumping on and off the server. He's, I think he might be trying to work things out with his computer. But right here is the entrance to the end. It's right in the middle of this whole thing. So that's pretty cool. But the use of the bricks and the carpenter's blocks here and the end stoned. The colors work just amazingly well together. Even the fact that it's all pretty much, you get the whites and the grays, they all work because you got the highlights of the white and you got the darkness of the grays, and then also the black, the cobblestone, black cobblestone, which is one of the things that you can get from, I think it's from the Chisel mod, but all of them working together in conjunction make this build really pop in terms of the contrast that you get from all of it. So good on you, Schnicks. I really enjoyed this build. Next we have, it's not really a detailed build yet, but it's pretty big in terms of the use of materials here. This is Ector Vink's build. I have no idea what it's called. He named it something that I cannot pronounce. And he's trying to make a giant tree trunk. How? I don't know. Look at the amazing detail that's gone into it so far. Look at that, the roots that are extending out. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of things that he's going to have to put into it. But wow, it puts those trees over there, puts them to shame. But this is going to be a big build, and I'm not surprised that all he's been able to do right now is put down these oak wood blocks. But Ector's got a lot going on, and he tries to get in when he can, because there's a lot of things that he's got to do in real life, and I'm hoping that he gets on this server and starts working on this build again, because I would really like to see it come to completion. And we are here in the new spawn village. Last time I was here, there was pretty much just the one store. I believe that was Stud's place. Since then, we have Wells right here. I had to read the sign. I forgot whose build this was. This is Wells' build. He had a wood store going on here. He's not on the server as much right now because he's off doing some work stuff, real work stuff. And this is the art store that Ector has made. It's coming soon, so we won't walk in just yet. Take a look at all the fantastic things that are going on in here. I think that it's gonna look pretty good. It's gonna look pretty good, and I can already see that some of these paintings here, I believe that I don't think that he made them himself, but I could be mistaken. If Ector watches this video, please feel free to correct me. And yeah, so there's lots of different arts in there, and I do believe, from what I've heard, there's some sculptures in there that'll look pretty cool. So I'll wait for Ector's go ahead, and then we can go in there and explore. That's the gun shop. That's Stud's gun shop. Looking forward to buying some guns for that Dust 2 map. And over here, ye old mama's got her own little plot, a nice little corner plot. She's gonna make some sort of store. I'm not too sure yet what she's gonna make, but definitely gonna look forward to checking that out. And over here, I got myself my own corner plot too. Coming soon, Perry's Sculptures. And I was thinking about doing a sculpture shop. I might incorporate it into it, but I really am looking to make a general store. And by that I mean gathering materials, lots of the materials that you can find on this server, and making sort of like a one-stop shop for anybody that needs said materials at some point, for new people that are coming on this server, or resident members of the server, they'll be able to come here and just gather up whatever they need. If they need it in a pinch, this would be the place to kind of go for it. So I'm looking forward to building this, and this will be one of the upcoming builds that I'll be doing on this series, and I'm looking forward to making more episodes of this. I know that a lot of you have been saying that you would like to see more stud tech episodes, and I'm working very hard on doing that for you guys. This episode was a little bit more of a talky episode to kind of highlight some of the server members. Hope you guys can understand, but I am working on more material. It's just a little bit of a lull in between builds for myself. I'm just getting everything ready to go so that we can just, you know, hit the ground running with all these fantastic builds that I'll be doing. But that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you so much for watching. Lots of amazing people on this server. Really cool to see all the things here. So, like I said, that's it for me. Don't forget to leave your comments down below, whatever you think. Please feel free to let me know what you guys think of any of the builds that are here. Don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps me out a lot. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So that's it for me. Always remember, keep your head up, and I will see you in the next one.